think I did throw that out. That's fine. I do need to wind everything on bobbins. I wonder if I have enough or if I gotta buy some. I almost have a full collection. Connie's doing a thing. Awesome. You have Canada Day, 4th of July. It's all full of fireworks. I live in New York State, so it's close enough, right? Somebody's making eggs. How do I know? Because we have an egg cooker. It buzzes. I told you I'm like your neighbor. It is a week of fireworks, and I'm hoping that Maple does okay with them. So she's never heard fireworks. For Memorial Day, it was too rainy here, so nobody could set fireworks off. Who's making eggs? Can somebody go turn that off? Or not. Can't limit things to little sparkler stuff. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. Good job, whoever turned that off. Hasn't he used that before? Maple! Is Jay around? Jody, is Jay around? Maple, come! Come. Maple. How am I gonna push you up? I can't even get a tree. Look, Jay says hi. Say hi to Jay. This is my Maple. She's amazing. I love her so much. Yeah, I'll get you. You want a phone? And look, I got food stuff. We got chicky and French fries and some kind of salad. Can't remember. My brain is not brain. Hey, huggers! I hit level 40. I know. Yeah, I will get her one. Don't go wish. That's what you prefer. Where do you want a dino? Set. Set. Up. Okay. Because they do. Thank you for my food stuff, hovers. I appreciate it. Oh. Welcome home, Jay! Right? It's almost like asking her to build a house. I think we might actually finish at least one cup. The other one? I don't know, it depends. We might. Oh gosh, that would be scary. Jay the bearded dragon. I don't know. Is Jay bearded, Jody? And is he a dragon? You need to know now. He is. So he is a bearded dragon. Okay. Confirmed. Okay, Chain Convict. Thank you so much for popping in and doing all the stuff. And stay safe. Appreciate you. So he is a dragon. Okay. No, it's chained. It's so funny how many other people call Chain Convict Dan, and it's not computing in my head every time. It's so funny. I don't think I've ever said anything except Chain Convict. And it's fine. It's fine. Right? No, with how many times I'm in like Jody's chat and Calix's chat and everybody else's chat, it's like, no. It's way over. And even knowing it takes me a minute. Kind of funny. But this is gonna be cream and caramel. I'm not undoing these two. And it's fine. You can order the mocha, right? Did I make the mocha already? I think I did. Yeah, this is an iced mocha right there. The hot mocha goes above the red eye, which the red eye is right here. So it depends. Do you want the iced or the hot? Yes, you should, Hubbard. Enough. Lay down the law. I accept. No, you're not competing with her. It's not her fault. That's terrible. Hi, Sky. Oh. Oh, fantastic. I'm like no sleep. But you did good then. Hi, how are you? I hope all's well in your front of the world. I wasn't mistaken. I would think Jody had an emote like that, but I know it's not Jody's. Jody has pandas. All that's left is the ice, and that's gonna take me a minute. Good, awesome. School's over for you, right? That I do know. A few weeks ago. Oh, that's what I thought. Like, this was little dude's first week of... Shay is streaking 30 times through chat. Hi, Shay. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kel. How's it going? Shay, I got beautiful fiber in today. I did. And I also got the Angelina to go in the one that did not have Angelina in it. And I have a blending board coming in on, I think, Tuesday. It sounds good. And I bought a new backpack. I mean black hole, I mean backpack. You want to see the backpack? I'll show you the backpack. Cute. Long Saturday. Ah. Here, is ready, set, you'll be shocked. Or not. Tell me that doesn't scream me. It's so cute. And Nezuko. Look at her, she's so cute. And my Chromebook will fit in it. I made sure of that before I ordered it. Oh, we got some fiber that we gotta decide what one's going to Jody. So what ones are. So there's this one, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna actually put it on this camera. This is called Yeet. Look how pretty that is. It's so pretty. Right? There's that one. And there's this one. Take it out of... Oh my gosh, come Aaron! And there's this one. This is a Rolag. It's pretty. It's pinks and reds. Can't wait to see this one spawn up. It's gonna be so gorgeous. Throw that out there. Throw it out there. And then... Oh gosh, I just dumped some. Alright, Cass. Who's on the porch? Oh. That was my bat. Then there's this bat. No, you can't eat it. It's fiber, but not the good kind of fiber. Then there's this one. Look at this one. It's like blue and pink. And it will... oh, Jody, I should have opened it up earlier. Jody, are you seeing that? I should have opened it earlier. So pretty. This is a bat. Jody, I'm telling you, you tell me what ones. Right? Isn't it gorgeous? And then This is another Rolag. I think there's 8 of these. Pinks and purples. A little bit of orange, I think. It is a hard choice. I know. So that's the 4 that Jody gets to pick. And then this one here was from Dueling Needles, which is gorgeous. I love it. I bought a cloud gray to go with this one. It's so pretty. I like them. Then the last one. This one I bought for myself because I bought this one earlier. Like last week I bought this one, right? Pink lemon, right? And then I bought this one this week to go with that one. So it'll be like the Mad Hatter. So I'm gonna spin all the singles of this and all the singles of that and then ply them together. I think it'll look good. I think so. It'll look great. I know it. Pretty sure. I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers and my toes. I started the poppy red color on my 6.1. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to get... Oh gosh, thank you for that follow, Hans Pilon. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Or Pylon. Hope all's well in your corner of the world. This color is done for the spot. After this last stitch. Now for the ice. And what color did I do ice? I do think it's this one. I really do. Although, I know it's not white. Either that or this. Let me hold it closer. Tell me what's my flashlight. Yeah, it's this one. Thunderstorms will be on their way. Just in case anybody's wondering. Why do I let people know? Because if we get thunderstorms, there's a 99% chance that my power goes out. For anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 hours to 5 days. It's totally random. We cross our fingers and hope that it doesn't happen. Probably. I told you, if you're getting thunderstorms and tornado warnings, then that's coming up to me. It's fantastic. It's fine. I accept. Oh, this is perfect. I finished with ice on this one, and then I start with ice on the next one. Jody, am I running a fever? It's not even 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'm almost done with 1 cup. What? Distractions have not happened too well. Thank you, no thank you. Rotating between 4 different crochet projects, occasionally restarting one of them with a different idea. I mean, that's a mood, Aaron. I approve. Keepers, I can't get my needle where it needs to go. There we go. Oh, really? Heck yeah. Did she really? I approve. Don't poke my finger. She did it years ago, only just learned to pull the threads apart. Awesome. Hey, look. It's fine. That looks weird. No, it doesn't. But my table is a hot mess, and I'm not even caring. I gotta clean up, though. Today's not the day. As you can tell. I've gotta remember. Not to, come up at a fractional. only because it's a pain. People, you're alright. She's so sad. You're really not sad. She gets all the attention, I promise. I've also decided that I do not like the ice in the tall cup. Are you going to bed? Okay, I gotta go give Hovers a hug quick. And tell him thank you again for my food stuff. Why is she snorting at you? What'd you do to that puppy? Oh, I want one. Hey, he's going to bed. I love you. That was my hair in my own mouth. It smells good, it does not taste as good as it smells. In case anybody's wondering. People, you are okay. People. People here. Down. Down. She doesn't know down as well. I wish she did. That's learning next. No, what did I do with your treats, mate? Y'all, I lost a whole bag of dog treats. You would think I knew where they were before I gave her commands. But she's gonna be good and sit right there. Found him. Did I tell you to move? Sit. These are all natural too. But it's pork, beef, and blueberry. No, sit. Pork, beef, blueberries. Basically all that's in it. She knows I have more out too. In case anybody's wondering, she will sit here now. This is gonna take me a minute to stitch because I'm literally stitching a light color onto light. Would think by now I had no problem doing this. No. Oh, that's not how we get another treat, Missy.